I was in for the sequel when the Farrellys and Jim said they wanted to do it, finally. But they said, we really want to do it. We want this one to be better than the first one, and that's going to take some time. Hey, camera. Bon appetit, kid.
The great thing is, Jeff never ever gets to do anything like this. You know, since Dumb and Dumber, the first Dumb and Dumber, he has not ever done anything remotely like this, because if he even tries to get into this, near this character, everybody's like, oh, he's playing Harry now, and he doesn't want to do that. So he's got like pent up Harry in him, and it came flying out in the most brilliant of ways.
We've always had kind of a really good energy together. You know, when we sit creatively together, it's like they're fantastic on their own, but when somehow the three of us get together and we start jamming on the script and stuff, we had forgotten how much fun it was when they came to the house, and we went through the whole script and punched things up.
Back up, and then, yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, let's do this.
You know, to work with all of these amazing actors on something what I consider as iconic as Dumb and Dumber, just gratitude, just a ton of gratitude.
The reason why this film is going to resonate with people is because I think when people watch Dumb and Dumber, they really fell in love with Harry and Lloyd, and then to see them 20 years later, and they're still the best of friends, and nothing's really changed, and they're still beyond lovable, and it's like, to be continued, it's like they never left.
It's ringing! Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What? I gotta take this. It's my dad.
One of the key, cornerstones of what makes Dumb and Dumber work and as a comedy is that they're too old to be this stupid and still live in a world and get by and somehow survive.
Bird, yeah! 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 Check out the hotties at 12 o'clock. That's 3 hours away.
I'm doing this because of the requests of millions of people that never leave me alone about it. You know, I mean, my Twitter is just like, there's 5 tweets about something else and like 3 tweets about Dumb and Dumber. You know, they want to see it.
I like it a lot. Dumb and Dumber was our first movie and one we're very proud of, and it's stuck around. And we didn't want to make one that like, lessened it in any way. And so we knew the bar was set high, and we took a long, long time working on that script. We wouldn't, it wasn't good enough. We knew it had to be really great, and we kept going and going and going.
Bush Club!
We just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. We wanted it to pop. We wanted it to be great.
It was never, there wasn't an edge to it. We weren't going after any particular group of people. We were just stupid.
A huge motivating force for me, personally, is I have a son that's 14 years old, and I hang out with all his friends, and every single, for like the last 5 years, my son's like, when are you gonna do Dumb and Dumber 2? When are you gonna do Dumb and Dumber 2? So for me, it was like, there was no sort of option. We had to make this film.
It's the greatest comedy I think I've ever seen, and it was such a part of my life, and it's so funny because I catch myself saying quotes from the original subconsciously without even referencing the movie. It just comes out naturally.
What we love about Dumb and Dumber 2 is that it still retains the DNA of the first one, but still adding pieces that enhances the original. So you want to see it both because it's 20 years literally after the first one happened, and we believe that 2 adds strongly to the first one, which enhances the whole franchise.
And the thing that I think people take away, besides the laughs, is the love that these 2 guys have for each other. Despite the fact that they're constantly trying to mess with each other, screw each other over, they really care about each other, and they have big hearts, and And on top of that, they're all they have. Lloyd's all Harry has, Harry's all that Lloyd has. And you recognize that, and there's something about that opens your heart to them and makes them really lovable.
Nice cappuccino machine.
Oh, that's my roommate.
He's a chef. Pitt cooks up a rock candy that'll make you dizzy.
It's burning my eyes.
And you have kids, people who've never seen Dumb and Dumber, the first one. And quite frankly, I think everybody's going to like it, because we definitely have references to the original one, but we don't hold on that. We don't predicate the entire story on knowing Dumb and Dumber 1, the first one. If you watch this movie and you've never seen Dumb and Dumber, and there's 50 of you in a vacuum in a theater, you're just going to have a really good time.
It just definitely got inside people and became a part of their lives.
You know, it's not for everybody, but everybody's watching it.
If you love the humor in the first one, you're gonna love the humor in this one.
You know, we just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. We wanted it to pop. We wanted it to be great.
I don't know, endearing, and I think people are gonna love it.
There he is again. Almost 2 decades and he still comes.
How you doing, buddy? Brought you your favorite candies. Come on, Lloyd, you gotta get over her. Mary Samsonite was just a girl. That's it, kid. Come on, come on, come on, spit it out. God, yeah! Wait a minute, so you mean you have been faking for 20 years? And it was all for a gag?
Yep.
That's awesome!
Oh, why don't you roll me inside? We'll get the nurse to take the catheter out of me.
We don't need nurses for that.
But don't you have to... I like what you've done with the place. Who's this?
Oh, that's Butthole. I found him out in the alley.
Why'd you name him Butthole?
Because of this.
Good name. Totally fits.
It's a postcard from Freda Felcher. Harry, I'm pregnant. Please call me.
What do you think it means, Harry?
Lloyd, I'm gonna be a dad. Ah! Look at the postmark. 1991.
I had a daughter. I gave her up for adoption.
Well, what if we go track her down?
You're hot for my daughter.
What? Am I right?
What? Am I right?
That's insane.
I like her a lot.
I know she'll appreciate all the trouble you've gone to find her. Let's call her.
It's ringing.
Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What?
Hey, guys, I know this is weird timing, but I gotta take this. It's my dead dad.
She's got me on hold.